Ooh, here we are. Here's how I defeated 1600 whilst I was at 1300. And he was playing white and I was playing black. So he started with king pawn. And I did my usual. And the next one, and the next one. And I always take my knight back. And then I defend that pawn with the same thing. I think you can see the way it has jumped from, in 3 places. From C all the way to F, GH to G actually. And the next one was this one, and he defended that with his bishop. And then I went and fired that because I wanted to make sure that I take that knight on on C3, and then I can have a nice lolly on E4. But he decided to defend that with his bishop, and then I went on to close and support my E pawn. Then he fired on me, threatening me. I said no, and then he made sure that I couldn't come on that G4. And then I said, okay, no problem, I'll make sure that you don't come on my side as well. And then next was his queen. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I think he was trying to castle here. He wanted to castle on the queen side maybe. But then he decided to threaten my bishop, so that meant the queen side castling was out of the question. And then I just ran away. He came and fired. I said, no problem, you open a file for me on that A file there, so I don't mind. And then I brought my knight there because I want to move my pawn so that I can open for my F pawn. Then he took that, I took back, so I've got an A file that's open now. And then he did that. So when he went on the king side, I said yes, because now I started my attack. Because the first thing I did was to move that pawn. So I'm going to remove that one and then also get rid of one of his bishops and then start attacking on that side. So he took it, I took. He took it, I took. Then I don't know why you decided to go there. I'm not sure. But anyway, I came with my queen there. And he said, okay, let's exchange. I said, no. And then he went there. I said, no problem. But this one, I'm thinking I should have, let's see. I could have just put my knight on F5, just to threaten his queen. But anyway, I didn't. But I brought my other rook, and he decided to sort of like stabilize his queen there by supporting it with a pawn. But by so doing, he is now opening up all the black positions. So I took advantage of that by making sure that I threatened that queen. He went away. Then I brought this just to defend my pawn that he was threatening there. And then I ran away from here. He brought that one. I said, you can take it. So I took that because I was going to try and open everything so that that king is in open area. But he did not take my he did not notice that what I was trying to do. So I took that with my knight. Now he's scared now, so I brought my knight that side where he's trying to go to, and he can't even move properly now. He's now sort of scared of what's going to happen. So instead, I then moved that king again back to where he's running away from. So it came back. Then I said, okay, let's bring all the big guns now. We took that, and then I took it with queen, and then he came and defended. There we go. And then we decided, let's exchange. I said no. And then he ran away a little bit. I don't know why he was running away from there. Maybe he was thinking he can do something with his queen on my king. But I took the pawn. So when he took that, I knew if I took with the queen, he would bring his queen into the fray, just to make sure that it's we exchange. But I didn't do that. I put a smaller piece on it in front. And then he ran away. I then had to put that one, and it was all over, and he resigned.